Zachary Ezrin of Imperial Triumphant. How's it going, man?
Great, grand, wonderful. How about yourself?
It's going good. It's a nice sunny day here in Boston. I'm sorry to be living in a rival city of you, but
What's a rival city?
I feel like Boston and New York have a bit of a rivalry, right?
Oh, a rival city. I thought you meant like a rival, like arriving somewhere. I guess.
Oh,
I don't. I mean, my dad's from Boston, so it doesn't bother me.
oh, nice. Yeah. No, I love New York. I was there recently, but yeah, there's a lot of to talk about for sure with the bands. The Jazz from Hell Festival, December 12th, very, very exciting. I'd
That's right.
love to know, what are you anticipating most about this festival?
What am I anticipating most?
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know, dude. I guess just our first time playing with a proper big band and um, our first time playing Le Poisson Rouge, and just sort of seeing these older compositions come to back to life with some uh, new elements to them, and it's new orchestrations, instrumentations. It's pretty exciting, and I gotta say, I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Yeah. And, you're going to be playing with the Gold Star Orchestra, which is really cool. How have you been preparing and like working with them leading up to this festival?
I've been writing. We all have to like write the parts for all these, like it's like a full horn and woodwinds sextet.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool, but it's definitely like a lot of work.
For sure. Do you have, since we're talking about jazz, do you have like a favorite jazz record? Or is that
A
just too
favorite
impossible?
jazz record? No, but I
No?
can pick one I like.
Yeah,
A
what's your
favorite
favorite
is
right now?
crazy. A favorite anything's crazy. I'm gonna go Black Saint and the Sinner Lady by Charles Mingus. That's one I really, really enjoy.
Nice. I'll have to check that one out for sure.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah. Imprints of Man is out now, very new
That's
as
right.
well.
Stream it, buy it, do
Was
everything
this
you can.
something Steve always wanted to do, or was it more of like a group idea?
Yeah, I mean, he recorded that maybe last year, like early last year. Like it's been done for a while, and we just were trying to find the right way to bring it to life. And the reception's been really wonderful. So it's very cool.
Yeah, it's such a cool concept. I wish more bands did stuff like that. Um,
Well, not every band has a Steve Blanco in it, you know?
right. Yeah. Some bands close though, so I don't know. So Gold Star has been out for quite some time now. There's
9 months,
there's been
maybe,
some,
yeah.
yeah, 9 months. Now that it's been 9 months, how do you feel like this record sits in the band's discography? How do you feel like it stands out?
I love it. It feels like uh it's not it's like I feel like it's still underrated, but I think I love it. And it's just, I think every record we've done has been fantastic. And it's just a different snapshot of where the band's at.
Yeah, like underrated, I think is so true. For me, it's my favorite metal record of the year. Um,
Thank you.
and yeah, it deserves all the praise it can get. It's really interesting seeing the band do like shorter songs on this record. Was that like a conscious decision, or was it more
Yeah.
like a natural evolution? Oh yeah, a
No,
conscious.
1000% conscious decision.
Yeah, it was the label being like, we need more radio like songs.
No, fuck the label.
So why was it a conscious decision?
Well, we were playing a lot of um like opening slots for show, like opening for bigger bands and stuff. And we were thinking like, okay, we get a 30-minute slot. Like we can only play three songs. You know what I mean? Like it's no good. So let's try to make shorter songs, then we can play more songs. It's also like forces you to think differently. I've said this a billion times. Like, if you want to think outside the box, there's got to be a box. You can't just be creating in an omnipotent void, because then it's when there's no boundaries on what you can do artistically, like it just becomes like too much, it becomes anything's possible. So it becomes everything's possible. And then you don't have to like work as hard. I think you don't have to think as hard. You have two ideas and they're both like one, both they're both okay, and you put both them in. But if you have two ideas and you only have enough time for one, the best one's going to make it.
For sure. Yeah. And I think it led to a really great record here. And like the 35-minute runtime, too, I think it's perfect.
Hell yeah,
So,
dude.
yeah,
I mean,
it's great.
Rain
A
and
single
Blood's also
disc.
short.
Right. Exactly. Like a single vinyl disc record, I really do enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of like
Thank you.
having to switch the whole record, flip it 4 times, but having like the one disc is really, really great. Um,
Thank you, man.
you touched on it a little bit about like creative boundaries. I love for you to like kind of get into that. Like, what sort of creative boundaries did you put on the songwriting process? Because you said it wasn't really like a all ideas on the table kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely also tried to have more uh song like rock structure in the songs, verse chorus sort of thing, which is different from our typical like through compose style, and again forces you to think differently. um not being afraid of writing songs with a tonal center, shit like that. It's kind of cool, huh?
Yeah, I'm into it, dude.
I mean, I don't know. People will love it, people will hate it, but we have such a long discography at this point that like whatever your favorite is, like just you can listen to that.
Yeah, well, it's so creative too. It's like it's
Thank you.
crazy to
Yeah,
hear
I mean, we're
any
pretty much the
criticism.
best band in the world besides Portal. So
Right. Or Herbie Hancock, I'd say.
yeah, well, he's the king.
Tough competition right there, but yeah. Portal also pretty good. You had some cool features on this as well. Dave Lombardo,
That's
really,
right.
really awesome to see him on this record. What was it like working with him?
He's the man.
Absolutely.
He's Dave. The whole time we were writing the album, we're like, we got to get Dave. We're getting Dave. It's happening. We're gonna get Dave, and we got him.
Yeah, I saw it, and it's really cool to hear him. Was he like a get you guys wanted for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know for a while, but it was definitely like that was our reach school, the guy like that we really wanted to make happen and try to figure out how we could work with him. And, because again, it's not like let's just get famous people on the album. It's like who's going to benefit the song.
right.
So it's also important that we provide them with, uh, a base that's going to benefit our music.
Yeah, and I read somewhere that you would really love to get Herbie Hancock on a
Yeah, I've said
record.
it a few times. So,
What do you think he would add to the music?
I mean, what do you, that's
I don't know. Like I think that
what do
would
you
be
what do
awesome.
I think he would add? He would add the greatest American jazz musician of all alive right now.
Right. Yeah. I want to hear it so bad, but it's like to
I'm
just to
working on it. Don't
picture it.
worry.
Okay, cool. For the next record, that would
The
be
Rex
quite
record's
awesome.
already being worked on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we're already cruising.
Well, we can totally get into that. I'd love to know what the creative chemistry between all the members was on Gold Star. How did that look?
I mean, it changes. All of our songs have different genesises,
Yeah.
and it's very like whatever works. Sometimes we jam something out. Sometimes one person will write every single note and will play it perfectly. It really depends on what the vibe is. Sometimes songs are completely like that New York City song is completely improvised in the studio. So
Cool.
it's just whatever the song. requires is what we do, and we've been playing together for 10 years, so our chemistry is really strong. We're like one beating heart with three heads, like a Cerberus of death metal. And yeah, it's really, really, I love playing with my boys. It's the best feeling in the world.
It's a pretty badass description right there.
Yeah, I
That's
know, right?
awesome.
It came
Yeah.
just came to me now. It's kind of sick.
Just organically. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hotel Sphinx. I love this track. Clockwork Orange had a big influence on it. I can tell. What
Barry
about that
Lyndon.
Barry Lyndon? Okay, Ron Kubrick movie then. So what about that theme stood out to you where you wanted
Well,
to
it's
incorporate?
sick movie, sick theme.
Uh-huh.
And we do love Kubrick. It's not like we're just like a big Handel fans, you know. Like
Right.
obviously it's a Kubrick nod. And um I don't know. That was a song that Steve wrote, and he just came in with it, and we were just like, "This is fucking sick." Yeah, Hotel Sphinx is pretty like has a pretty strong tonal center because we're quoting that other lick. So we were able to surprise the fans with something like that, counterpoint and that sort of thing.
Yeah, really cool. Also, Industry of Misery references a little band from Liverpool that I've noticed. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not,
A little bit of what?
but a little band from Liverpool.
Oh yeah,
Not sure if you've heard
yeah.
of them.
That's also totally chance. Well, we had no idea that they wrote that song. Kidding.
What do people call that? Like creative, they call that for something. It's similar thinking or whatever. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, but that's cool. I think that that's a really cool part, and with the solo that comes in and everything.
Thank you, man. Yeah, we
Yeah,
love it.
yeah. So is that all you want to reveal on that reference there?
I mean, it's a super heavy nod and quote and homage or whatever you want to call it to "She's So Heavy" by the Beatles, which is arguably it's in drop D, that song, so you could argue that's like the first death metal song ever
Right.
written. It's definitely my favorite Beatles song, and we were just thinking like, what if we did like a fucked up 11/8 version of it?
Yeah. It just works so fucking well with your music. Like
Yeah.
it really works well with the song, and it's just such a cool nod to the Beatles. Now I heard this record took is it true it took 5 days to record this?
Well, we only had 5 days,
You only
so
had 5 days.
yeah, because we got a call to go out on the road with Abath, and you're not going to say no to this tour,
Of
so
course.
we had to go.
So how
And
stressful was that process?
honestly, the whole thing was maybe the least stressful recording session we've ever had. It was so chill. I don't know why. I guess we just because we always rehearse a lot before we go in the studio, so we don't waste time. We don't really fuck around. This was maybe the most fucking around. We had called up Thomas Hawk from Meshuggah. Was like he was in town. We're like, come on through, lay down some vocals. Had a camera crew come. We did some interviews. It was really chill. We had an awesome time. It's probably because since we record live, having shorter songs means you do three takes of a song that's only 15 minutes versus three takes of an 8 minute song, that's 24 minutes.
Yeah. And if people don't know, check out that like documentary on YouTube of the
Yeah, it's
making of
awesome.
Gold Star.
Brendan
It's real
McGowan
awesome.
shot it, and he's fantastic.
Do you see the band doing that for like the next record?
Maybe we'll just keep all our secrets in the dark.
Yeah. Keep people guessing.
Yeah.
Now, took 5 days to record. How long did it like truly take to write this record? Because there's so
I
many
mean,
moving parts. It
who can
seems like,
say, man?
yeah.
Like I said, like by the time the fans have heard our album comes out, we've already moved on to the next album. Like, you know, so yeah, probably a couple years, I guess.
Wow. That's all. Yeah. I can tell. It's just, it's every note seems like perfect on this record. I really enjoy it.
No fat, you know.
No fat whatsoever. Also, I think this is Colin Marsden's greatest work. I love the production of this record.
Me too.
Yeah, real great. I'd love to know, like, how much of a hand do you have in the production process, or do you kind of just let Colin do everything?
It's a bit of both. You know, Colin knows what we want, but he's also an experimenter and a bit of a chemist. And then we also are, you know, we're adventurous, but we're also trying to make a record that people enjoy, and we don't want to get too out there. You know, Colin Marston listens to some really crazy music. He's sort of like an insane mad scientist.
Like Captain
So
Beefheart, kind of like.
it's just like, yeah, it's all just about balance and that sort of thing, I suppose.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I think this is the best produced record
Thank
of
you.
the band, and it's just it fits the music so well. Um, do you have any? Did Were there any like leftover riffs or any kind of material from this record that will be appearing on a future album, or do you kind of just like to write records in more of like a vacuum?
Yeah, I don't think we like have any leftovers that are coming over. It's more just like fresh start.
Yeah. Now, with this new album in the works, if you can give me a percentage, how close do you think it's done being written? What percent of
Written, I don't know, 80% maybe.
80%? Wow.
We all write, so it's like it's fast, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially like, the new record came out this year. So that's really exciting to hear. Um, where do you see, how do you feel like this record compares to Gold Star?
I
Or
mean,
am I revealing, is that going to reveal too much?
I don't know. It'll reveal itself, really. I don't know that
Right.
answer. In fact,
Yeah.
you know, demos mean nothing until it's, you know, recorded.
Interesting. Now, I know Imperial Triumphant, used to exist way back in 2012. You decided to revive the band, I guess, but with a whole new sound. What sparked you to want to bring Imperial Triumphant back?
I don't know. I guess I just didn't want to change my band name.
It's a sick ass name. I don't blame you.
It's a cool name. And yeah, so I guess I just, yeah, didn't want to come up with a new one.
Right.
I don't know.
Names like that, are hard to find. Names that good.
Well, Immortal and Emperor were taken. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly. I also love the lineup. This current lineup, I think is
Me
fucking
too.
awesome. Uh, what was that recruiting process like?
Just over time, man. You know, natural,
Yeah,
organic. Kenny, I just got through the scene, you know, and we jammed and it worked out great. Um and then Steve Blanco, I needed a bass player for a tour, and I put out a Craigslist ad, and he was one of two guys who uh who answered the call, and he's like the man. So,
yeah.
you know,
Craigslist.
I'm very determined guy, and I think to get anything in the music industry, you got to have determination and luck. And the more determined you are, the more luck you generate, you know? So I think, you know, obviously it's embarrassing and stupid to put out an ad on Craigslist, but you know, Steve always tells me that was the only Craigslist ad he's ever answered in his life. So it was just kind of a serendipitous thing.
It was like fate almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you guys would make your own masks, and now you have a guy for that. I
Hmm.
heard apparently. What's your role in the design process? Do you still like design the look of the mask, or do you kind of just hand it off to
No,
him?
we don't. We never really designed it. We just kind
Oh
of,
yeah,
but we have, you know, people send us designs and then we go, that looks cool. We don't want that. You know, everyone chooses their own mask, sort of what it'll look like,
yeah.
which is why mine's like the dumbest and biggest.
Well, doesn't it like represent like a sun god, right?
Yeah, it's that's why mine is called Apollo,
Yeah.
because he's the sun god, and I'm like a beam of positive energy and just pure creation and light,
Obviously, Yeah.
obviously.
But no, you have like the sun thing on the mask and everything. It's really cool. I know you have experience with like, writing is that true? You've worked on like a graphic novel, screenplays, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've written like a ton of screenplays. I just published my first graphic novel. It took me 5 years to do, and I'm really really happy with it. I've been shipping them out now. We're self-published, which would turned out to be the right move because I'm just I paid to have the thing printed and I paid to have it illustrated because I just wrote the story. And so I put a lot of my own money into this project. And so now I'm better off setting up myself up to, you know, make all that money back. And people have been really interested in it. We've got a ton of pre-orders and it's just been like really, really a great response. And it's been a fun creative outlet to sneak in all these just build the Imperial Triumphant lore that I know people are dying to know more about. And I like the idea of doing it through a different media.
Yeah, that's really awesome. And, I'm not sure how much you're into like film and all that, but there's so many avenues you can bring the lore down. I feel that like fans would like me personally. Any kind of lore for this band, like the aesthetics already so awesome, and with the
Mm-hmm.
music paired with it, there's so much potential, and it's really cool to see like graphic novels and other things being developed. What's the best way for people to like get that and find it online?
It's if you're in Europe, there's you can go to swampmerch.com. That's our European distributor. But if you're not in Europe, you can buy it directly from the band at Bandcamp at our Bandcamp. And it's yeah, it's really, really cool. And it's definitely something I hope to do more of.
Awesome. That's really, really exciting. As we wrap up here, I just would love to know what's the general future of Imperial Triumphant look like?
I don't know, man. I love playing music and I will always play music together, but the world is getting darker. I wouldn't be surprised if AI takes my job at some point.
I
But
don't know. I feel like it won't. I feel like your fans are too humanistic. I feel like I don't know, like
would
the
be great to
metalheads,
still have a job in 5 years.
it
So we'll
would.
see.
Like it would, man. I feel like the metal people are really like against that though. I'm not sure
Yeah,
if yeah.
it's a tough biz, but there's always these moments where I'm on stage with my guys and I'm would never want to be anywhere else. So it's definitely there's a sense of validation, and that validation definitely comes from the fans as well. So everyone who supported us or bought our music or merch, it's all appreciated. And the future, I mean, the future is dark. So I'd say
Right.
Imperial Triumphant definitely has plenty of source material.
For sure. And I don't think that, I think the fans aren't going to move on from you guys and go to AI music. Literally, Dark Angel put out an AI cover and people were like throwing fucking rocks into their window. So I don't know. I think metal fans are definitely more humanistic than into this AI shit like other genres. But I'm excited to see the next album. And in general, what's the best way for people to stay in touch with all Imperial Triumphant news?
Definitely either follow us on Instagram or Facebook. We're not active on TikTok. I mean, we're trying to be, but it's so confusing. And then we don't really post on Twitter because it's just like a place of hatred.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, follow us there, buy all of our merch, buy everything, share our music videos, like tell everyone you know.
I will contact my family I'll
Yeah.
put out
Christmas time, we got
right.
tons of good stuff.
Awesome. Yeah. Gold Star, get the record, a great Christmas gift as well. And the new album. And Zachary, thank you so much for being on the
Thank you,
podcast.
Brandon.
Awesome. I'm Brandon Battick, and this has been Disturbing the Priest.
It's death! I've just seen death!